This podcast has been brought to you by Marvin Studios and
Ryan Nicholson. And I'm creating at the moment Stormplex Studios.
So, my name is Andrew Butcher. I am the founder and creator of Marvin Studios. And you are?
I am Ryan Nicholson. I'm the founder and creator of Stormplex Studios.
I just realised I don't know why I asked who you are, because we know each other. Anyway, right, so today we're going to be talking about ourselves and our work and what the future holds for us. Ooh, that's creepy.
I was just reading the same thing as you.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start with you, Andrew.
Okay.
And about your background and why. Talking about Marvin Studios, obviously.
Yes.
So, why did you create Marvin Studios?
Well, I created Marvin Studios because I love making films. The only problem was, at the moment, I'm a student, so I don't have the money or the professional equipment to make a professional film myself. So I thought, well, I love making stop motion films, so why don't I do that? And so I did. And I thought, of all the different styles I could use no talking and all music, or I could have talking and make it more powerful. So I did that. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a company, make a Facebook page, YouTube channel, and I'm going to grow a fan base for these. And so it really just came about like that. And I came up with the name Marvin Studios because my nickname since I was little has always been Marvin, or Marv, after Starvin' Marvin from South Park.
Okay.
Because I used to eat all the time, and my dad was like, "You're Starvin' Marvin." So yeah, yeah. It's nearly lunchtime. So yeah, and then I thought Marvin Studios, it has a ring to it. It's a bit like Marvel Studios. And
Yeah.
I'm not trying to copy them, but the logo is heavily inspired by them. So. And yeah, that's how it started, really.
Alright, so what inspires you
What inspires me?
with Marvin Studios?
Yeah. Well, it has to be Marvel, definitely. I'm a big fan of superhero films.
Yes.
But especially Marvel films. It's just the way they make them and portray messages in them.
Heavily influenced, yeah?
Heavily influences me, yes, exactly. And obviously the characters I use are Marvel characters as well as Doctor Who characters, because I just love them characters and I wanted to have them in my universe. So, although they are the same characters, and this is something I get told about a lot, because they're the same characters, they must be the same stories as Marvel, but they're not. They are toys in this universe. They're not their characters in Marvel. They have the same name, but they have their own backgrounds and their own unique stories and their own villains. So, as much as they are the same characters, they are different, unique characters in the fact that they're a toy in my universe with their own background. So I'm not trying to copy them. I'm just trying to
Reflect.
Yes, almost. Yes.
In a way, trying to step them up and
Yeah.
have them as your own thing.
Yeah. I'm just trying to put a unique spin
'Cause
on
in
it.
this world, they are your toys.
They are. Yes.
And they've got their own lives and their own stories.
Exactly.
Which comes from almost the player's imagination.
Well,
In a way, in a sense.
not really, but you're on the right lines. Yeah, it's not so much his imagination, but you're on the right lines
It's
there.
reflected from his experiences as well.
I guess so, yeah. Because in a lot of the films, you see the YouTube channel in there. Marvin Studios.
I saw
so it's
that
almost like Marvin Studios is this YouTube channel, but it's also the universe that they're living in,
But
which is
also
strange.
it's breaking the fourth wall.
Yes, in a way.
In a way.
So it's something unique. Yeah.
We've done what inspires you, but I want to know what inspires your stories. The stories you tell within these movies.
Yeah. Well, again, it's a heavily influenced by Marvel, but
you make
my
it your own
stories, my stories just are inspired by real life things. So when I was at school, I was bullied quite a lot, and I didn't stand up to them. So what I did for example, with Will and Matt Smith is the bully, and William has to stand up and fight him. So it's kind of showing the people who are watching, a younger audience, that you can stand up to bullies and you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. That's what I'm trying to show and portray through these stories. And I just use the characters I have to do that. Also, other things I like to treat life carefully and with respect.
Now you're talking about messages here.
Yes.
This is a good point actually, because the next thing I was going to ask you is what kind of messages are you trying to show your fans and through your stories?
Yeah. Really, it's just like I said. It's just do the right thing, stand up for yourself, and respect other people, treat life with respect, and treat nature with respect as well, because these toys are in constant danger, and it's about standing up for not just yourself, your neighbours, other people, like William does. He protects his toy box. It's a community.
Sticking together.
Yes. And we have to do that in real life. So it's just reflecting what we as humans must do in our lives.
Yeah, so it's a really good analogy there.
Yes.
What interests me most is that, like you said, these toys reflect a different part of you almost and your life. Like each toy is like, say for instance, I don't know, like Iron Man's like your teenage days or something like that,
Yeah, I guess so. And Captain America is sort of the adult, the mature one.
And then you got someone like Spider-Man who's very innocent and very naive about the world. We're all like that sometimes, even when we're grown up.
Yeah, and he's just trying to make his way in life. He's trying to be learning. A superhero. He's trying to do good for the toys, but he doesn't know how to. So he's trying to learn. And Iron Man is there for him to learn that. He's his mentor. A lot like in Marvel, but it's different. Their relationship is different in mine because it's more like father-son, and there's a lot more respect there. Definitely.
Yeah. Right. So we're going to move into talking about each individual movie now.
Okay. Yes.
So the first movie I ever did was
stop motion action film part 1,
which was.
Well, it was William first arriving into the house as a new toy, and Matt Smith picking on him.
That was an interesting story to start with, because at this point, I'm assuming you didn't really know where you were going to go.
No, I didn't. I didn't know what characters I was going to bring into it at that time. So I used what I had. I had William Hartnell, and I had Matt Smith. So I put them two and two together, and I made them fight. And I thought, right, this is how we're going to start. This is, Matt Smith looks good as a bad guy.
Yeah, you got your hero.
William is a hero.
Yeah.
Matt Smith is the villain.
So
just like a typical film.
Yeah, it's a typical film with the hero and the villain, and they go.
And then I thought, why not make it a trilogy? Have 3 parts.
So you thought about this trilogy at the first part.
Yeah.
After you finished the first part?
No, it was sort of in development of the first part. I thought, I kind of want to further the story and complicate it a bit more. So, as you saw in the film, Matt Smith had his own organisation.
Yeah.
Called the Matt Smith Syndicate.
Yeah.
And these toys were hurting innocent toys around the house. They had a bad reputation.
Yeah. And we see them a bit later, but we'll get on to that.
And it was William's job to stop them. And then we see them also in the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes.
He goes up against Jonathan, who, he isn't this big bad.
But he does return.
Yes,
which
he does
is
return.
Interesting.
And his character development, again, is different.
And it's
unique.
Important.
Yes.
it means
Something very bad
more.
happened to him.
Yeah.
He wanted to be important, but because he was working for this syndicate, he wasn't allowed to be. So, and I'm talking about being the toy box master.
Yeah.
And it was given to William instead. So he was angry, he wanted it, and he was willing to do whatever it took. But then he got defeated, which is fair enough, the heroes win. But then his life gets worse because he gets turned into toxin at the touch of a symbiote.
Yeah.
And, his story is very...
Evolves.
it's very horrible.
So you say that it was a trilogy. I've seen the second part, but I'm assuming everyone's seen the second part and everyone's seen.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
third.
These came out last year.
Yeah. So these are pretty fresh. But the newest part came out this year.
For what film?
Will's Return.
Yes.
Yes,
stop motion action film part 4. Now that came around sort of last year. I was thinking.
Sorry, not the third part. Sorry,
the fourth part. Yeah.
That was an interesting way of bringing it back again. It's almost as if
it was like a dedication to him.
Well, it almost just felt as if it was a long time ago that we saw this character, because it was one of the first characters you introduced into this world.
Yeah, exactly. And he died in the Protectors.
Yes.
So I had to kind of show what happened before that, because I wanted to develop his character more before the Protectors, because it was all of a sudden. So I wanted to bring it back, show a bit more of his story, and the reason I wanted to do that is because you saw him become Toy Box Master, but you didn't see him as Toy Box Master. No. You didn't see how every Toy Box Master worked or how they survived.
You wanted a bit
I wanted to show
history.
That. Yeah.
Almost.
And then I thought about doing a romance story, and I thought I've never done that before.
It's different, it was nice.
So I thought I'd do it. And yeah, her Irish accent is a bit funny. I didn't know what else to do, because I'd already done Fennell's voice and everything, so I thought I'll just do it Irish because it's different. That's a dedication to all you Irish fans out there, if there's any.
Well, I'm gonna talk a bit more about Will's Return, and then we're gonna go on to Protectors, the saga, because you introduced a new villain in that movie, didn't you?
Yes, John.
Yes.
Who you had the privilege of voicing.
I did voice.
Yes. Yeah. And you did a very good job.
Thank you very much. Now, his character, when you described him to me, is a very compelling character.
Yes, he's very scary.
He's very scary. I think he's one of the most ruthless characters we've seen. Before or after Thanos, but he's a bit more down to earth. He doesn't need, the technology is.
No, yeah, exactly.
He was a very sinister character, like you said.
Yeah, he was psychotic, definitely.
And I feel he could return us.
He will.
He will.
Just like Will did. I'm sorry about that little pun. Just like Will returned, John will also return.
Yeah.
But I can't say any more about that. But his character is going to get much darker.
Yeah.
And much more sinister.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
His character development is going to be good.
Well, we always like character development here at Marvin Studios.
Yes, and Stormplex.
Studios,
yes.
Yes. So with the Protectors, we did the trilogy with the stop frame animation.
Yeah.
And then you went on to something a bit more ambitious, or something a bit more bold, something with a bit more. I want to say a bit more variety of characters.
Yeah. My main reason for doing the Protectors was because I wanted a team-up film where they all came together and stopped Thanos.
It's a bit like
Avengers.
I was going to say it's a bit of a different step from.
The Protectors is heavily influenced by Infinity War, definitely, because I'd just recently seen that when I made it. But like I said, the characters are unique. They have their own stories and backgrounds, and Thanos, as you find out in Age of Extinction and Final Play, isn't actually the bad guy. It's Shadow, who you see in Captain America: The First Protector.
Yes.
And I did that to show the background, because obviously in Final Play you're thinking, well, Wasp. you're thinking, well, who is Shadow? Where did he come from? What's going on? So I wanted to do a prequel to show where he came from and why he's a bad guy.
And with Protectors, what was after Protectors?
Age of Extinction.
Yeah, we discussed that, and after that?
Venom.
Venom. Now, Venom is interesting. Venom is a very different story.
It was, yeah.
And it's a different take on the character. Because it's not a hero and it's not a superhero.
No, and a
villain.
As you could tell, it wasn't the same Venom as Marvel, because I used a different character who was Danny, not Eddie. I wanted to add that differentiation.
You wanted to add a difference.
I wanted to add that differentiation.
Differentiate.
No, I wanted to add that differentiation to.
That's not even a word.
It is differentiation.
Is it?
It is, yeah. I wanted to add that difference. All right.
I wanted
to add that difference.
Differentiation.
No, I wanted to add that different element.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to be different from Marvel. I didn't want people to see that and think this is a Marvel ripoff, So his story was different. You had Norman Bates, and yeah, it was just different. So anything else?
What was after Venom?
The Protector's final play.
So that's an interesting one because things changed.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I always wanted them to change.
Why?
Like I said, I like to do different stories, and the message I was trying to convey in that one, in the first Protectors trilogy, was, don't judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
Thanos was a bad guy, but really deep down, he's doing it for his family because he's a good man. That was the message I was trying to convey in that.
Yeah.
And then there was Will's Return, Captain America, the First Protector.
Talking about Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Briefly.
Yes?
You talk about the movie.
Yeah, well, ask me. What do you want to know?
No, because we're just talking about the movie, aren't we?
Yeah.
So just describe why you did it, what was the purpose of the movie.
It was just to show Captain America's history, because obviously he appears in Protectors.
Yeah.
And he already has a background. Actually, no, he appears in Black Panther in post-credits.
He does, but he looks a bit different.
Does he?
Yeah, from Protectors to
yes, he does. He had his original outfit, but obviously when he got exiled by the toys, it sent him down a dark path and led him to be the man he is now.
Yes.
So that was the man he was.
Yes.
So really, yeah, it was just to show that and to show Shadow in his history. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun. I wanted to make it different to Marvel's Captain America, and I wanted to make it more fun than that.
Yeah.
Than Marvel's.
Definitely. And then after Final Play was
Invaders. Is the next one.
Is the next one.
Was it the next one after Captain America? We've already spoken about his return.
But I want to disgust and
disgust. Is that what you think of them?
No.
Disgusting.
No. I want to discuss Invaders with you.
Okay.
Because that was the most recent movie I saw.
Oh right, yes.
It's different, and it was a good different because it was a change from the characters we know and love from last year to now, and it was kind of a new story.
Yeah,
you kind of love to hate these characters in a way.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get that.
And it was a journey, and it was a journey I was willing to take without Will, obviously.
Stop! I'm gonna die. Because these jokes are so bad.
I know.
No, I'm joking. You're trying. It's funny.
Losing the will to live.
Yeah. Good one.
Anyway, with Invaders, it was a whole journey, and you created this different world because it was a different toy box.
Yes.
which was different because we never seen this kind of thing.
Well,
we
in
always
Final
had this,
Play it changed.
But it was more expanded on because we've only seen this one toy box, this one house. But we got to see another house. We got to see another toy box.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I wanted to grow
obviously
my
it was
universe.
the same. It was the
and
same
it will keep
house.
growing.
But it's the same. Obviously, it's the same house because it's your house. But,
No, I have 2 houses.
oh, do you?
Yeah, my dad's as well.
Oh, right.
So I went. That's where that was filmed. Do you think I have 2 bedrooms? And 2 living rooms?
Well, I didn't know that. That's actually quite interesting. Though.
Yes, it was actually in another house.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So that's why it's different.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So.
Yeah, so I wanted to expand my universe a bit and make it bigger by adding other dimensions, which are actually other houses.
Your dad's.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah. But, you know, there are other houses out there, such as yours.
Yeah.
Just a little teaser there. And yeah, and it's going to get bigger. It's going to get much bigger.
But
they're not going to just be trapped in one house.
This is, this is exciting. I don't want to go into too much detail because we'll go into that a bit later.
Next is Civil War.
Civil War, I saw that. Well, when it first came out.
In advance.
I saw it in advance, and boy, was it! It was. Well, it was just amazing. It was. I needed like a little break in between them because there's 3 parts, obviously.
Yeah.
And
a lot happens.
Yeah. And it's a 3-part journey. I like to use this word journey a lot because that's what stories are.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And you look so bored.
No, come on.
Talking about your movies, you're like...
I'm interested, I'm interested. Go on.
I'm joking. I feel like I'm going on too much.
No, that's fine.
With Civil War, it was a very big game changer because we had these character deaths, and it was just like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
actually
a big
kills
change.
off Iron Man. You killed off Spider-Man.
And can I just clarify?
And Black Panther.
Can I clarify? When I wrote the script for Civil War, like all 3 parts, Endgame hadn't come out then. So Iron Man's death was completely my idea. It wasn't, I had not seen Endgame. There's no way I could have possibly known because it was months in advance of Endgame coming out. So I just want to clear that up.
Okay.
Just for fans who think I'm literally ripping off Marvel, I'm not trying to. And I just wanted to have a change in the atmosphere, really, of my films, because they're usually quite upbeat, but I wanted to make it darker a little bit, but not too much.
Definitely. All these characters, you have very different, varied voices in these movies.
Very different. I have to try and do different voices with accents and, changing the pitch on editing.
Yep.
And it's very difficult. I can't say I honestly enjoy that part of it.
That is a fair point.
It's not only that, it's also awkward. I've never done voice acting before.
No.
But
you haven't?
No, never. I've only ever acted on screen. But it is better in a way. Because I get to put more emotion and work harder on my voice.
Yes, definitely.
So it's nice to have that different experience.
Definitely.
So, and obviously you've done voices in my films, and other people have, but I want to focus on your voice acting.
Well, actually, I was going to test you on your voices.
Oh, right, okay.
Before we get on
So
I was going to get you to do some voices for me, and I'll try and guess which character you are portraying.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
So, when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Is this like an improvised quiz?
Yeah. Well, we can have like little background music.
It's going to be...
you
we'll add it in, yeah. All right.
So the music will come in now. Right.
And now for the improvised quiz. Guess the voice.
Improv.
With Ryan Nicholson and Andrew Butcher.
Improv time.
Yeah. And
Freestyle time.
Okay.
Awesome. So.
Sorry.
Voice number 1.
We gotta protect this toy box, whatever it takes.
Captain America.
No, I'm joking. Okay, voice number 2.
Yeah.
You're gonna do great things, kid.
Iron Man.
Yeah. This is hard because you've seen them.
Yeah, because I'm a better
They sound
fan.
the same. Okay. We have to protect this toy box, whatever it takes.
You sound like a girl.
I am.
Star Girl?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I always call her Star Thing.
Starfish.
Starfish. Starfish.
Okay. I have to do this for now. For my family.
Thanos.
Oh yeah, that went hard. And then last one.
Spider-Man.
No. You didn't let me do one.
I knew it was
Hey, Mr. Stark.
Spider-Man.
He just guessed before I could do it.
Yeah, because I was trying to figure out which.
Okay, so your voice acting.
Ooh.
You did John in Will's Return.
I did.
Now I want to talk to you a bit
did.
about your voice acting, okay?
Mhm.
Because it's quite interesting. So, how did you get into acting? How did it all start for you?
So basically, I did acting at school and I did drama. But then from then, I did some kind of like film projects and I did like, you know, different characterizations and I kind of explored different voices and different characters. And I'd done a bit of stop frame animation in the past. So, you know, it kind of came with the package, if you like.
Right. Can you give us examples of like the characters you did or the performances or films you did?
Not off the top of my head because they were like way ago.
Oh, right. Okay.
So like you and I,
Yes.
we did we did a Doctor Who series and I played the Doctor, but also you
Yes,
did.
I
But we were
did as
different
well.
incarnations of the
Yeah.
Doctor. I was the 15th, you were the 14th.
Yes.
So I would do a bit of a, you know, Matt Smith kind of, you know, person.
Yeah. Although someone commented on you saying that you looked a bit like Colin Baker.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. I'm not a massive fan of Colin Baker. Don't know about you. You must fan of
not
Colin
really.
Baker? Okay.
Not really. No,
Anyway,
it's got to be Tom Baker
Tom Baker is good.
and David Tennant and Matt Smith. Definitely not Peter Capaldi or Jodie Whittaker.
I do like Jodie Whittaker.
No.
Okay. Anyway, so my kind of voice was like, you know, like I'm the Doctor kind of thing. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah.
So
Okay. So, what is it you love about being a voice actor?
you could just be yourself, you know. It's the freedom of being a different character and immersing yourself in a different world.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
World beyond
It's true.
imagination.
Yeah.
Some might say.
That is very true. I can relate with that because when I started out, it was definitely like you were in that world.
And nothing could, you know, stop you.
Exactly.
It's
You
like
were
when
that
you
character.
actually. It's almost as if like that's how you are when you actually play with action figures.
Yeah, exactly. You can do it.
You do
how
the
you
voices.
used to do it as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
very
people might say, you know, I'm too old to do stop motion, play with action figures, but people do it all the time. I mean, look at Morph or the Clangers. You know, they're playing with toys.
And also, taking a page out of people's book. Another person who inspires me, and you might see in future pieces of stories, which I will may be telling in the future, is Tim Burton, because Tim Burton does stop frame animation. He's
does
very
he?
famous for it.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
did he do?
He does films such as The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, I know that one.
And
Yeah,
The
it's
Corpse
good.
Bride.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Frank and Weenie. It's a good
Oh, I
one.
never saw that one.
It's a very sad one, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah, does a dog die or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very sad.
That's not nice.
But it's a good story. It's a good story. But they're all really good and they're all unique in their own way. But stop frame animation is it brings this kind of realism to life, and you can get sucked into, you know, a whole different, you know, universe and story.
Yeah, I get sucked in a lot too. What do you think of the characters that you've played in my universe, Marvin Studios?
I hate all of them.
Okay, well, moving on.
Well, my first character was John.
Yes.
Now, John was quite a complex character, and he. Am I allowed to say he's returning?
Yeah. I think I've already said it. I'm not sure.
Well, we might have.
He's returning.
Well,
he
is returning, and it's a good character to play because he's quite an evil character, and I've never played an evil character. And he's very manic, and and it's a bit of a different voice for me because obviously I'm British and I do an American accent, so it's a bit different. But he's such a unique character in his own way. He's got his own motives. That's what really drives him, and I like that about his character.
Yeah, and it's different to what you usually see.
Yes.
And I have to say, I love your voice acting in my films.
Thank
it's
you.
very, very unique and very
Some of them
different.
Sound all the same.
That's the problem, isn't it? But
Well,
you do try your best. Yeah.
With what I've got.
Like I do. We try our best with what we got.
Definitely.
It is hard. It is hard. So, you said earlier at the beginning, you're the founder of Stormplex Studios. Now, can you tell us a bit about that? What is Stormplex Studios?
So Stormplex Studios is... I just want to say it's a studio. It's not... well, it's... so it will be... when I establish it, it will be a variety of different films. Some of them will be... Well, most of them will be stop-frame animation like yours.
Yeah.
Because your movies have inspired me to make my own universe.
Oh, thank you.
But also, we shall be teaming up at some point.
Yes.
So
in the near future.
Yes. So that's going to be exciting because we've got a few plans there.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, I'm planning on a few movies to do. My first one will be probably in the winter time, and that will be my my debut as a director and film producer and filmmaker. And it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a bit sad.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be a bit sad.
Can you tell us anything else about it?
Or
not? Like characters or
Oh, you're fishing.
I am. I'm hoping to catch something here.
Basically, I wanted to start from the beginning. So we're gonna start
Okay.
You look very scared.
I'm confused. What I can explain.
So like your characters, you just jumped straight in, and you did kind of something different. But then you did a story, but then with Captain America, that was the beginning, the actual beginning. Yeah. I'm being a bit more old-fashioned, and I'm actually taking the first movie and starting from the start.
You can be a bit more linear then.
Yeah.
Chronological order.
But this movie's going to be heavily inspired by some of Tim Burton's work. And it's going to be a bit different. It's going to be
quite dark because Tim Burton can be quite dark.
Yes, it's going to be a bit dark. It's going to be a bit sad. But it's going to be good. But it's going to be different. It's going to be a bit different from your work because obviously we both kind of work differently.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very cinematic and very.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be very some nice stunning visuals. I'm hoping to achieve.
Nice.
And we're going to get a bit good old character development from so we're kind of taking the I feel like I'm talking too much now.
That's right.
So we're going to start off with, it's kind of like The Player, but we're starting off with this boy who comes along with some form of trauma.
Okay.
And he goes a bit, it goes a bit dark because he gets a bit sad.
All right.
And the only things he has are toys, but he takes them to a whole new level.
Okay.
And things go a bit wrong. So,
I think I can kind of guess what you're saying. I reckon he's going to be a magician and bring the toys to life. Not a magician, but a illusionist or something. He's going to create this world where toys are alive. I reckon that's the way you're going.
Maybe.
I've hit the nail on the head.
maybe.
Okay, well that sounds very interesting. I'm very excited for winter. This winter, it's coming.
Okay, I say winter because I don't want to be specific because I want
Yeah.
But there will be maybe a teaser.
Oh, okay.
Near the end of summer.
Oh, okay. It's coming sooner than we think.
Yeah. Well, it'll start
Right.
production in probably mid-September. Or
Okay. All right then. Well, it all sounds very exciting. We're now going to take an ad break.
Yes.
So be sure to stick around and come back after the adverts. We'll see you soon.
Alright, I'm ready now. I ain't gonna fall back now, no. Alright, I'm taking on me, baby. Alright, I ever ask, are you gonna be my one? Tonight, take it with me, Alright, I'm ready now. I ain't gonna. Alright, take it on me, ooh, baby. Alright, I never ask.
Hey, BMW, where can I park?
Tonight, take it with me.
Little dog, big dog.
I'll never be cheerful again.
I'm not in the business of cheerful.
Shall we order a takeaway?
Did somebody say just eat? Ooh. Did somebody say just eat? Ooh. Did somebody say? Yeah. Somebody say just eat. Somebody say just eat. Did somebody say? Did somebody say just eat? Did somebody say just eat?
Why is she not that hungry? Just kidding.
Somebody say just eat.
This is the fight of our lives. We are getting the whole team, right?
Oh, God.
What's up, regular size man?
Hey guys.
Let's do this! Is that everyone? You wanted more? Are you crying? No. Yes. This is my destiny.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Oh, yeah!
No, give me that. You have the little one. I am inevitable. And I am Iron Man.
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left. I remember all of it.
To the losers.
We made an oath.
Swear?
If it isn't dead, if it ever comes back, we'll come back to it.
We didn't stop it.
Pennywise.
The clown.
We can't let it happen again.
Hello?
Kid! Kid! Hello.
For 27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. I've missed you.
We need to finish it. For good.
I've seen all of us die. It consumes us from the inside until we don't have a choice anymore.
You lied. And I died. You lied. And I died.
Fist popping, got your mouth dropping, super tongue shocking, feel the taste rocking. Head first, flavor burst, hit him with that max taste to free your thirst. So let's go. Ice cold, taste the bowl, burning liver, shiver, giving, gotta love some Pepsi Max all day.
Maximum taste, zero sugar.
Pepsi Max, Pepsi Max.
And we're back.
Hello, 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 hello. I've just been eating popcorn.
And I've been doing nothing. Right.
I'm more productive. I've been eating.
How many films? How many films?
It's all about the films, it's about the effort put into the films.
You're saying I don't put effort into my films? Is that what you're saying?
No, of course I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Right. This podcast is over. Goodbye.
Bye.
No. Okay. Right, let's carry on.
So, Andrew, I'm gonna.
Hey. All right.
You
come
can be
on.
a big too. Hey.
Okay. Come on.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you about your background in acting and why you love it so much.
Right.
And your films.
Yes.
In your own films.
Of course. Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
Someone else does it.
No.
Well,
No.
Maybe when I forgot that time I voiced something and I thought it was you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Civil War.
Civil War, the
Yeah.
Scarecrow bit. I was like, I was watching. I was like, Andrew's really incredibly good at acting. And I was like, wait a minute, that's me.
Yeah. You just complimented yourself. Well done.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. What do you want to ask?
I just asked what I wanted to ask.
What?
I just asked you.
What do you want me to say?
I just asked you.
Well, ask me again. What do you want?
So, Andrew, can you tell me a bit about your acting background?
Well, I started
acting?
out in Stagecoach. I loved it. Well, I'm saying I loved it, but I don't know. I do love acting, but I love filmmaking more. So I combine the two. That's why I'm in my own films. Hence why I did the filmmaking course at college and why I'm going to do that at university in September. Which is why I'm in university. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. So you talked about your films. I want to talk a bit about Marvin Studios' future. Does it even have a future?
Oh, yes, it does.
It does have a
it's
future.
a limited future.
It's a limited future.
Yes.
Why is it limited?
Okay. Well, I can tell you this. Next year, So 2020, Marvin Studios is coming to an end.
That's really sad.
Yes, well, it's about time. I think, this thing was only going to be a short-term plan anyway. I only did it because I loved doing it. But, I'm in university now.
Yeah.
I've got, more important things going on in my life. And Marvin Studios will always be there if I want to pick it up in the future. When I say ending it, there will be a final film, but there's potential to do more films after that.
You say it's ending, but how I like to see it is things end, other things start.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes, in a way, yeah.
Because
that's a good point. And like I said, there is potential to do more with the story in the final
because obviously
film.
I haven't started anything yet, really.
No,
But,
exactly. Yes, exactly.
So once your things are ending,
my final film could lead into your universe. Who knows?
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we can't really talk about that much.
No.
But limited, like you said.
Yes.
But it's never going to end because there'll always be this kind of legacy which has been left behind.
And that's all I wanted to do, really. I just wanted to put my ideas out there and my stories because I love filmmaking. I don't have professional equipment yet. I don't have a lot of money yet.
It's good though.
Because I don't have
it's
enough.
All homemade.
I say I don't have a lot of money. I have enough money, but I don't have enough to
reach your full
go
potential.
out there and do such professional stuff. So I thought, well, why don't I do stop motion and show my stories through that?
Yes.
So that's what I did,
Yes.
and it wasn't ever going to be a permanent thing. Yeah, and 2 years.
Doesn't feel like 2 years ago, does it? From a filmmaker's point of view, does it?
No, crying out loud, it feels longer. I've been making these films for almost 2 years.
I want to move on swiftly because we want to talk about something that's more exciting, which is some future films.
Yes.
Can you tell us about any future films?
Okay, well, I can't tell you too much, but what I can tell you is that very soon there's going to be 2 reveals for 2 films that are coming out in 2020, and it's 2 of the last 4 films. So next year there's going to be 4 films, and the 4th is the last. It's the end of the saga.
Okay. End of what saga?
My saga, Marvin Studios.
Just the saga in
Yes,
general.
the saga in general. Everything has been leading up to this film in 2020. So I can't tell you
Will it
too
be
much.
Hopefully a big old team up or something.
Something like that. Let's just say the Protectors will return.
Like they always do.
Like they always do.
Oh, yeah.
No matter Civil War has happened, they will come back. Maybe.
But some of them are dead, so how's
Well,
that
yeah.
gonna work?
Wow. Now that is a plot point that I cannot reveal to you yet. So
Okay,
I cannot reveal that at all.
Right.
But it's going to be very exciting. Very exciting.
But why? I want to know why is it ending? Well, we've discussed that. You've discussed why it's ending.
Yeah.
I want to know what. So you kind of said what you wanted out of it anyway.
Kind of, yeah. I just wanted to get my ideas out there and portray my stories.
Yeah.
And get my messages out there. And just have my mark on my audience.
Yeah, because we've got you've got an ever-growing fan base.
That's the sad thing, my fan base is still growing, and it's only just got to sort of 25 people around the world. So, it's quite sad because it's ending, because it could potentially get bigger, but I can't carry on something that is gonna hold me back. As much as I love doing it, my future is in film, and that means moving on. But I'm gonna try and end it, in a nice way.
A nice rounded way.
Yeah, with
something
the potential for more.
Something where it all comes back.
Together, yeah. It all comes
All comes together like a team.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a team. Team effort. From all the toys.
Yes, and it's going to be very, very exciting and very, very mysterious.
Oh, because you've got some future plans after that as well, right?
Well, yes.
And I've heard some of these.
Yeah, new characters.
Some mysterious stuff.
Yeah.
Some may even say Spidey senses are tingling with this one.
Maybe. Who knows?
But I know about it because I'm part of it. I think I'm allowed to say that.
Yes, yeah, you are, yeah.
But I'm also part of a new character, 2 new characters, which will be appearing next year.
Yes.
but I'm not going to say anything more.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah?
Let's
You with
just
me?
say, let's just say, one is a god. But that's it.
Am I not allowed to say the other one?
No.
Okay.
No. That is a mystery in itself.
Okay, yeah. But, yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
It's going to be big and it's going to be exciting, but everything must come to an end, but all things come back again.
Yeah.
And we've got a few plans for after the saga itself, which is going to be good. And then I've got a few film ideas. Yeah, I've got a few film ideas, as you know, but I'm starting with the first one in my head.
Yeah.
the plan. You know what I mean. Like, the overarching story. I'm taking one story at a time.
What? I like that. One story at a time.
Thank you.
Taking life one story at a time.
Yeah.
That is gonna have to be a famous quote from you.
One story
That's brilliant.
at a time.
Yeah.
But my story will never end.
You know what? I'm gonna put a dedicated quote.
I'm not dead.
No. I'm gonna put that quote in my last film as a dedication to the great Ryan Nicholson.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not dead.
Taking life one story at a time.
People died.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something similar to Marvel. When they put thank you Stan, I'm going to put thank you Andrew. Thank you Marvin. And I'm going to do it. Even though I'm not dead. No, I'm joking. That was quite sad actually. I'm not going to do that.
No, we're not going to do that. Well, no, we're going to have that quote, but...
yeah, we're having that quote, definitely. That's ours.
So, we've talked about what you achieved, we've talked about the future, we've hinted kind of a few little things, which we can't really talk about because they're not out yet, and we're not really prepared. Well, you're prepared, I'm prepared, but, you know, the fans, as it were, aren't prepared.
You're not even prepared.
I am prepared.
You're not for the last one? You don't know what's going to happen?
The tissues, I feel the tissues will be dabbing my eye sockets again.
Well, maybe, hopefully.
So I'm just going to draw it to a kind of close, and thank you for me being here.
That's all right, thank you for coming, and thank you for me being allowed to talk to you about this. It's amazing.
I feel we should do another podcast nearer to the time.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel
maybe an
good.
interview.
Yeah.
Possibly.
That's basically a podcast, but yeah.
No, I mean like a proper interview on camera, maybe.
Yeah. Then we can talk a bit more about future stuff because.
Yeah, closer to the time, maybe next year, because I mean, maybe after the first two of the last four films that come out. Maybe we can then talk about those and then talk about what's coming.
Yes.
Because I'll be able to talk a bit more about
I'll be able to talk a bit more about my first film, which would be out by next year.
Yeah.
We can really dissect it, kind of, you know.
I like that.
So we're going to draw it to a close. Thank you, Andrew Butcher, for being here. Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you.
Thank you all the fans out there for listening. Be sure to head over to the Marvin Studios Facebook page to find out more and see exclusive reveals and trailers. And be sure to watch the space for more exciting news coming soon.
And also be sure to check out Stormplex Studios when it comes. And be sure to subscribe to Marvin Studios' YouTube channel to be the first to see the epic films that are coming out soon. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and
goodbye.